Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, real mamas. What's up, King? I know he was in here earlier, so I'm not sure if he's still here or not, but he might pop back in. And all of my butterflies up in the butterfly queendom, welcome. And let's get it in, shall we? So we won't be on here all day. I want to say I am Libra Butterfly coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you darn like. So, happy Thursday to everyone. Hope it's been a blessed day. Thank you to all my subbies and my new babies, my new subbies that has joined the Butterfly Queendom. I really appreciate you guys. So, we're going to go ahead and get it in. And there'll be some that listen to this a little later, and that's great. That's fine. That's groovy, okay? I didn't really know how to title this because this is a mixture, but it's really important. Are you here? Hey, King. It's really important. So let me start here first. Let me go to politics first, okay? Did you all hear about the January 6th lie that's going on, okay? How the orange man was trying to strong arm, let me say allegedly so I won't get sued, was trying to strong arm his people that's in government to say that this election was stolen from him. They not only put pressure on the people of that, but the followers, the Trumpites, have been riding past each government official's home, that had something to do with the outcome and trying to force them to say that the machines lied and that Biden didn't win. And they've been sending letters and calls and everything, threatening these people's wives, their kids. They have really, really been showing their country butts, okay? So, I'm like, that's it doesn't surprise me because if you think back about slavery, you kind of know, if you kind of look at the history of slavery, how African Americans was done, the lynching, the raping, the beatings, the threats. So you come up to today One politician said that one of his associates that work in the office, somebody sent a letter talking about they were going to lynch him and all this. Y'all, it's crazy. I mean, you don't even have to watch a soap opera. You can watch that. They found out that also the Fox News, they are being sued. They tried to get it dismissed, but the judge said no because they were irresponsible in their reporting. They actually reported that the election was stolen, that something was wrong with the machines or something like that, and that was not true. So now they got a certain billion-dollar lawsuit tag against them. Y'all, it's going down like good gas gone up. And y'all know I don't look at the news like that, but I had to look at that because of this. Not surprised, but girl, me either. Me either. That's what I said. Not at all. And so that being said, let me go ahead and get this up. Let me cue this up real quick. Hold on. Okay. We're going to do it like this first. All right. So I come from a line of different people, okay? I'm going to talk about two sets today. I'm going to talk about one set on one side, one set on the other side. All of this is important, okay? So let me see. We'll get up here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let me make sure you all can see it. Yep. Okay, so my granddaddy is a civil rights leader, okay? My granddaddy is the last civil rights leader who with Martin Luther King, okay? On his side and on his shoulder, he has two permanent marks on him to where when they were marching, they turned the dogs on them. And the dogs bit a plug out of his side and bit a plug out of his shoulder, right? So here in Kentucky, he is like the cream of the crop, okay? He's still out here fighting for Black rights. He's out here trying to keep his kids from killing each other. I mean, he's doing everything he can possibly do. Granddaddy is almost 90 years old, okay? He's almost 90 years old, and he's still out here fighting. The police, that's the chief of police is the woman and her other people that's walking with him in the west end of Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. And so Granddaddy has always instilled in us about when you have power, what to do with your power. I have tried to run away from it for so long, but every time I turn around, I'm always put in a position to where this has been all my life for real, where I've had to fight for the underdog. Okay. So that being said, I don't know how much time my grandfather. This is recent. This picture right here is recent. That was this weekend. I don't know how much time my grandfather has left. He might outlive all of us. You know what I'm saying? However, I am about to take on my throne. I have decided to sit up under my granddaddy and learn the ropes and get as much knowledge from him as I possibly can. Yeah, it's time. Every now and then I travel with him to make a difference in Kentucky. Okay. The last time I traveled with him, we went to Frankfurt and we went on the floor where they make the laws and all this and stuff. And, I was right there next to him, and, it I can't explain the feeling, you know. Um, Somebody that I know named Charles Booker is running for the Senate against Rand Paul. Um, he needs to be in there. Charles needs to be in there. So I'm planning on being in that conversation with my grandfather and Charles Booker and some more politicians. Um, again, he's been wanting me to be out there. Um, I have been running. I'm like, I don't do all that. Daddy, I don't do all that. I just, if you need me, I'll back you up. If you go somewhere, I'll go. I don't want to do all that. But yeah, I've been in this thing since I was little. I remember being like 4 or 5 years old, with my grandmother, my family, the church, my granddaddy, everybody going over to the steps of where they make the main courts and stuff like that, praying on the steps for justice for black people. Um, you know, Marching down the street with my little sign in my hand, and riding in the main car, and all this stuff, and um, shaking politicians' hands, and you know all of the things and stuff like that. And so um, it's my time. It's my time, and I'm excited just to learn. I'm a wealth of knowledge. I'm one of them people. I told y'all I was a secret nerd. I know y'all thought I was lying, but I'm a secret nerd, and I own that. I love knowledge. Um, I'm still somewhat gonna be in the background, but I'm gonna be close enough where I can learn. I feel like it's a gap between the older people and us. And I feel like in order for us to keep going for as long as we are here on this earth, somebody has to bridge the gap. Somebody has to be the mediator, the translator, to speak older and speak younger so that each one can understand what each one is saying. Okay. So I wanted to share that. Do I think I know everything? No. Do I think my family know everything? No. Because that's what it's funny about black people, because that's the first thing we are. She think her family's all that. She think I have not said it not one time. Not one time. But you must think I'm all that because that's how you feel. So, I refuse to don my cap on my crown to make anybody feel better. It ain't about you. It ain't about me. It's about the future. It's about us as human beings, you know. So, hey, Candy Love. So that's what it's about. Let me see if I can share another picture real quick. One moment. And then we're gonna move on. Moving forward. Let's see. Loving every minute of it. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna share this one. I don't want to share too many, but I'm gonna share this one. Okay. All right. So here is same day, same day. This is another. He's another pastor that fight for black rights as well. They have, most of the time they join forces together to fight and everything, but they leave the last say up to my granddaddy and everything. So there was people riding past, blowing at them when they realized it was granddaddy. After it's one thing I can say too that I admire. I admire the fact that young people, even thugs, honor him because again, he's out here, he's in these streets. He's doing what he say. So they can, when they see him, they, how you doing, Pastor? How you doing? Bishop, how you doing? This, that, and the other. And he's like, hey, baby. He don't meet nobody who he looks down at or nothing. Everybody's baby. Everybody's, how you doing, brother? All this stuff. And he's always touched by different people's stories. And he'll say, especially he loves when he see a young man that's trying to get out of the streets, and just want a job so he can do what he got to do. He loves it so much. He created a job thing. He created what was wrong with you thinking that you're that, I mean, if you now you know how people have Firefly. You know how people, they don't hear your message because that's the first thing that pops up in their mind. She thinks she all that's so beneath me. So I just wanted to just throw it out there like that. But um, he created a job program, and because people wouldn't hire people here with a felon. If you had a felon, you couldn't get no job here, and so they kept the crime high. So Granddaddy started a whole new job thing for felons, and he got contracts and put them to work. This man is amazing. And, I just, hey, and guess what? He only has a third grade education. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Third grade education. And so intelligent, it's ridiculous. Do you hear me? So I'm proud of him. But I'm just at that point in my life to where I'm ready now. I want to sit up under him and soak up as much as I can because he's not gonna always be here. Who know? I might not always be here. No, I ain't. We all got to go one day, but I'm talking about I might go before him. But it's just time. It's time, and I've been seeing myself move that way. I just been fighting it, but sometimes you can't fight. Sometimes when it's on you, it's on you. So that's what I want to share about that and everything. So I told y'all that starting out before Mitch McConnell became Mitch McConnell, unfortunately, he used to come and have breakfast and sit down with my granddaddy, asking him, what can we do to fight and all this and stuff. He used to fight for blacks. That's what trips us out, and he's changed so much that maybe he's just showing us who he really was all along. But, my grandfather was like, had I known that boy was going to be like it, I would have never helped him. So it's, you know, it's just weird. It's weird. Um, so yeah. Anywho, moving forward. Okay, so I told you I was going from one side, one part of my family, to a whole nother part. Now, let's get into this. I want to talk to you guys about black magic. Okay. Uh, and I know y'all like, ugh, that stuff don't exist. Okay. Well, you make your own decision. I'm not gonna really get deep into it because when I do get deep into it, it's gonna be a closed stream yard. Because I need to know that the people that's gonna be in there is open to hear and not be in there just to see what they can hear and misconstrued what I'm saying. Okay. I will say this. How many of you all have heard of Papa Legba? Papa Legba. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some background on him as well. So I'm Creole. Okay. Um, my grandmother, the grandmother I'm talking about right now, is from Opelousas, Louisiana. Okay. They moved there when one of her siblings was a certain age because they came from Texas. Okay. Her mother came from, I cannot remember, I never can remember that country. Because they Geechee slash this, that, and the other. Okay. And they came here to United States, to Texas, and then they migrated from Texas to Opelousas, Louisiana. Okay. My grandmother eventually left, being as I hung in Louisiana a lot. Okay. My grandmother eventually left Opelousas, Louisiana for several reasons. When we had a conversation, okay, she's dead now, but I'm just going back on some stuff. Me and her used to sit and talk, okay? And when we had a conversation, I asked her, why did she leave, right? Because she ended up in Kentucky. So I was curious. How'd you go from Louisiana to Kentucky? You know how inquisitive we are. We ask questions. And her main thing was, she said, I left because I did not agree with my family's tradition. Okay. There were several things going on in the family. Okay. One was incest. They believe in incest. Um, Not with brother and sister, but cousins. Okay. Another thing that was going on was black magic. Okay. In full effect. And she didn't believe in that. She didn't want to be a part of that. So she left. Okay. I ain't gonna tell you how she left or where she ended up, but she left. Okay. Um, some of her siblings stayed there. Now, of her siblings, it was 10. Of her mother's siblings, it was 24. Yes, her mother had 24 siblings. Okay. And it was 11 of my grandmother them. And she ended up having 8, if I'm not mistaken. I have to really go back and count. But and then she adopted because one of her best friends died, and she ended up adopting her kids. And so she adopted 8 more. So she actually ended up with 16 kids. Okay. All right. So let me give you some history on Papa Legba. Papa Legba is very close to dogs. Like they say, when you see dogs, that's an indication that Papa Legba is somewhere around in the facility, because that's who he walked with, was dogs, right? Papa Legba is also supposed to be the in between. He's the one that makes the decision. Like when you're at a crossroad, okay? He's the one that makes this decision to give you permission to either yes or no to go across, or he denies. Okay? He's a spirit. Um Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something that they portrayed him in that seemed harmless, and I bet y'all watched it and didn't pay attention. And that is the Princess of the Frog. Y'all remember the animated movie Princess of the Frog? Do you remember when this man tried to trick uh, the guy out of his birthright or something? Said, "I can give you this and all this." He had his head on. He danced around. He had these bones in his face and stuff. Well, that's they try to make him Papa Ligba. Now, stuff like that really does not need to be in a children's story. However, when I seen that movie, my daughter wanted to watch it. I watched it with her so I can explain that character. A lot of things that we see and do, we're not aware of. I'm saying we, as far as the body of human beings, we're not aware of what it's connected to, of a story that's unfolding in front of your face. Okay. Some of y'all let y'all kids watch too much stuff, even in a cartoon form, that they shouldn't be watching because it's demonic. Okay. Not saying you're not a good parent and nothing like it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this to make you aware of some stuff, that if your child don't have to go through some stuff, okay, be aware, so that your child won't have to go through. So, when people, most of the time, I'm not gonna say all the time, okay? Most of the time, when you go and you get a reading, or you go and you be a part of a seance, or things like that, and people have to conjure up a spirit, they actually have to get permission from Papa Ligba. That's who they're getting permission from, to be open and tell you what's going to happen to you, and all of this. Okay. So, that being said, some of you all know that I have a gift of prophecy, right? So, let me tell you how that came about. When I was younger, I could see a lot of stuff that wasn't in the natural, but I could see it. Not only could I see it, sometimes I could feel it, sometimes I could hear it. Things used to happen to me as a kid that I could not explain. And I'm explaining this because either somebody has went through this or your child is going through this. Because usually God won't let me explain this not in an open forum like this. He's only had me done this about 3 times. It's the 3rd time. So, and this is the third time because twice it was in the church. So, when I was younger, before I get to everything else, um, sometimes I would be scared to go to sleep. And not that I was scared of the boogeyman, no, never that. But I would go to sleep and my eyes would open, but I couldn't move. I couldn't talk. It's like I had an invisible force over my mouth and something holding me down where I couldn't move and I couldn't talk. Only thing I could do was blink. On some of those instances, I would be hovering above my body. I could actually see my body in the bed. Okay. And I do remember the only thing that helped me, because remember, I couldn't talk and I couldn't move. The only thing that helped me, I would first have to think Jesus. When I thought Jesus, I was able to move. And when I thought Jesus again, it's like that whatever was over my mouth, I was able to say it. It broke. You could just literally feel it breaking, right? So that used to happen to me all the time as a kid. So I didn't know who to tell because you don't want to be like you losing your mind, right? So I didn't know who to tell. So family, I told my one grandmother. I told my one grandmother, and she's like, "Now this starts." And her and my other grandmother stopped speaking to each other. They were best friends. They stopped speaking to each other because my mother and my father got together. Okay. So, but on this, after my grandmother told me what she said to me, I later asked my other grandmother, and she told me the same thing. So, this is what she said. She said, there are prophets that God earmarks when he sent them here as a baby. She said, you were born so different that on your face, you had what we call a veil. So I'm listening to this. I'm tripping now like, yeah, crazy. She said, you had what is called a veil over your face. She said, and what the veil was, it was an extra piece of foreskin. She said it was lighter than your whole body. And how we removed it was we used Vaseline. And I mean, she went and explained everything. And she explained what it meant. And I mean, just gave me like, so imagine me sitting there with my mouth open like, she said, but that's not it. She said, you're ready to start now seeing and hearing things. So I said, I already do. And she said, well, how long has this been going on? And I told her, as long as I can remember. She said, you never said? And I said, no, because I don't want to feel like I'm crazy, you know. So my grandmother told me that's why she left Opelousas, Louisiana, because her family was into black magic. And she said that's why they agreed, her and my grandmother, my other grandmother, to keep me into church. Everything had to do with church, singing, candy stripe, Bible study, Sunday school. I mean, everything, because they did not want that gift that I have to be used for black magic. Okay. And they had to dedicate me when I was younger to Christ. Okay. So that's why when people ask me, and then of course, when I was wise enough to know, I dedicated myself back, went under the blood of Jesus, blah, 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 blah. I know this is too thick for some of y'all, and I get it. But that's why when people ask me, do you do readings? Sometimes I get offended, but then I realize that I understand why they say that. But no, my gift is strictly for God. Strictly for God. If he don't say, I don't say. And that's just point blank, period. So I said all that to say, now you understand a little bit more. I'm just trying to break this down to y'all so I won't scare y'all half to death. Let me tell you. Hey Jill, hey love, thanks for coming over. That's why I talk about God so much. Okay. That's why I talk about scripture so much. That's why I talk about Jesus so much, because I know there's only a hairline fraction between this side and the dark side. Some of y'all play too much with that dark side. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of y'all have opened up portals in your life and you wonder why things is going bad because of the portals that you opened up. And I keep trying to warn you not to open them portals, especially if you can't deal with the ramifications of what comes through them. Okay. And some of y'all after this, they're gonna be like, that girl crazy. I ain't paying no attention to her. And that's fine. But when stuff start going crazy like it's about to do, okay, you can't say you wasn't warned. You can't say you didn't hear it. Because once you hear it, you're responsible. It was a point I was trying to make about Papa Legba. Even in, let me get this for y'all real soon. Real soon. I can't even talk. Hold on one moment. Like I said, you might get anything if you come over here. Let me see. One moment, y'all. I think it's the last one, but I want to make sure. Hold on. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to post something in the chat. Hold on. Let me copy it real quick. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me get one that y'all can understand. Here we go. Okay, so one of the reasons I wanted to bring it up about Papa Legba is because I told y'all he's closely connected to dogs, right? And that would be understandable. I can understand that more now because of this scripture right here. Hold on. Here we go. My computer's going slow, y'all. I apologize. This right here, it says, but outside are dogs and sorcerers and sexually immoral and murderers and idolaters and whoever loves and practices lies. Okay. Remember I told y'all Papa Legba is connected to dogs, right? So these people right here are not, they don't go, they're not a part of heaven. They're not going. And you can get that out of Revelations 22 and 15. Okay? They're not going. You know how you hear that thing talk about all dogs go to heaven. Everybody's like, oh, dogs. No, they don't. They're nowhere near heaven. They don't go. Okay? So now I'm putting everything together. It does good to do a sabbatical, okay? Because when he shows you stuff, he'll give you why. So I wanted to share that. It's some more stuff I need to say real quick. Be careful. I keep telling y'all of what you bring in your home. A lot of things have spirits that's in them. And I know some people don't believe that either, but it's true. You also have to be careful of the scents, SCENT, that you burn in your home. Because certain scents brings up certain spirits. Okay. Also, did y'all know that Papa Legba is connected to the drum? The bass, the drum. That certain sounds bring in demonic spirits. And I've said this to my people once before when we was talking about something else. You have to, and y'all know this is like with Dag. If I watch all this, I ain't gonna never do nothing. That's not true. That's not true. But I'm answering somebody's question because somebody has really been wondering what is going on in my house. Why is there so much confusion in my home? Why is it so, you can leave your home and be peaceful. You come back and it's like all hell is breaking loose, and all hell is, and I guarantee you, somebody has something in their home that somebody done brought in, and if you check up under the mattress or up under the bed, you're gonna find it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Move forward. Let me see. Yes, Lord, I am very mindful of the things, people, and energy I bring it to. I know that's right, because like I keep saying, energy is never destroyed; it's just transferred. That's it. It's just, yeah. Frankincense and myrrh is two good scents, because those are two also that they applied on Jesus. Um, I think peppermint was one too. If I'm not, was it peppermint or chamomile? It was like three. Frankincense, myrrh. It was three of them. I have to get that. I'll find that other one, real mamas, and I'll give it to you, because it was three. It was three. Um, so yeah, you just got to be careful. And let me tell you something: seducing spirits are real. Okay, some people have been so seduced that they don't know why they're a part of whatever they're a part of. They don't know why. They're not getting nothing out of it. It's not challenging. It's not good. You don't feel no love behind it. You're not learning anything. Nothing. But they stay connected to it. Check your connections. Check your connections, because some people have been seduced. Jezebel is really real. She's really real. And it ain't got nothing to do with a woman who wears red. Let me kill that. Has nothing to do with that. It's the manipulation of the fact. Okay? Uh, even when your kids, those of you who have kids, even when your kids go somewhere, don't you know, to be honest, though, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't you know when you come home, you're really not supposed to bring your shoes all the way in your house, that when you come through the door, you're supposed to take your shoes off at the door and then carry them where they need to be? You're not supposed to walk from wherever you came from outside through your house with your shoes. And I know a lot of people don't know that, but you're not. You're supposed to take them off at the door and then pick them up and carry them wherever you put your shoes at. Because what you're doing when you come in from outside or wherever you've been, you're tracking those spirits, those situations all through your home. Yes, that's real. That's real. But a lot of people don't know that, because over centuries of times, things like that started getting lost. And people start, ain't no big deal. It ain't got nothing to do with the dirt on the floor. It got something to do with the spirit that the shoes are attached to. Yes. Yes. And I know some of y'all like, what? Yeah. You're not even, I'm such a stickler, y'all. Let me tell you. Don't you know you not? And I know some people say, well, I don't do it anyway, but some people do. So let me say this: your work clothes, or your clothes that you wear outside, when you come in the house, you are not supposed to lay on your bed in those clothes. Did y'all know that? Every time you walk out your door, there's things that attach itself to you, whether you see it or not. So when you come in, you're not supposed to lay on your bed with them clothes, or sit on your bed with them clothes that you just had on outside. Okay. Anyway, so, and I'm a stickler for that. And my husband used to drive me bonkers with that, till I bought him a chair. And so when this is I'm talking about my late husband, when he used to come in, he could sit in his chair. I don't care what you do with that chair. Don't you lay your butt on this bed. I sit on this bed with them clothes. Y'all. See, here's the thing: when you know better, you do better. You can't keep closing your eyes when you know stuff. And finally it just became routine with him. He would just come in, go straight to the bathroom. That's hey y'all, go straight to the bathroom. So that's it. I'm telling you. I know what I'm saying is so after that people like, this girl's weird. Okay, I own it. Thank you. Appreciate you. Because I ain't trying to be nobody but me. Appreciate you. Now, if you start doing some of the stuff I tell you, you will see a difference. You'll be like, yeah, girl might be crazy, but she knew what she's talking about. Okay. Now, let me tell you something else. Some of y'all are staying too long in situations. Okay. I don't know why I'm all up in your business right here, but I got to be honest and say what I'm supposed to say. Some of y'all staying too long in situations. Y'all better cut them out. Listen. Some of y'all, because of who you connected with, you will never fly high. And that's the truth. You will never fly high. As high as you're supposed to go, you will never fly high because you connected to the wrong people. You connected to the wrong person. I ain't saying they are bad people and all. They can be really really sweet and good, but that may not be who you need to be connected to. And the bad thing about it is when you're married to the wrong person, because now you kind of stuck in a way, you know, and that's crazy. It is. Some of y'all got friends, y'all cool with people and stuff and everything, and mm-mm. In this season, you have to watch everything you're doing, everything you're doing, because things are shifting and changing so much. I told y'all it was going to happen. I told you. I told you there was portals that opened up last year that would affect this year. I've been saying cut some people off last year because of where you're going this year. I'm serious. And some people are not gonna understand. They're gonna take it personal. Like, you think you all that? You ain't all that for real. I'm glad you don't. Okay, well, you can't be too glad because you're still talking about it. Candy, for real. Come on, Mimi. Y'all, hey. Seriously. And I say this about me? Um, I am when I tell y'all I'm a good friend, I'm a good friend. I stay down with people like four flat tires. If I say we cool, we cool. That means if you in a battle, I'm in the battle. You see what I'm saying? Like, you ain't swinging by yourself. I'm swinging with you. You know, um, and people, it took me, and it took real mamas. I got to give them this. It took them, especially Mimi. Mimi said, people see your heart, and they see that you have a good heart, and they use that against you because of your heart. You are really a good-hearted person, and people use it against you. And real mamas was like, yeah, sis, but you're gonna have to make them hard decisions and just say bye. And that's real talk. And they right. They right. People do see my heart. Cause I'm one of them. I give you chance after chance after chance after chance. And Lord, did I say after chance? I and so when people do me, I'm shocked. Like, well, why would you do me? Out of all people, you know, why be nasty to me, or why turn your back on me, or what did I do to you? Because I'm such an open book. I just be like, huh? It just don't make sense. But some people are so jacked up, they don't like themselves for real, so they can't like me. And that's cool. That's cool. Let me see. Yes, indeed, everyone's not meant to be right. And you know what, Jill? I had to learn that because I want to be, when I come up, I want my people to come up with me. That's me. I'm like, okay, we gonna get it, y'all. We gonna, and people be sitting back like, Trick, as soon as you do such, I'ma bury you. I mean, for real, people be sitting back like can't wait for me to mess up or whatever, so they can just stick their axe in my back and be like, oh, I did it. I tore up. And you be like, why? They can't even answer that question though. Like, you be like, okay, why don't you like Libra butterfly? What? They can't tell you unless this is what they say. Cause she thinks she all at. Not once do I say that, but I'm not gonna seem like I'm dumb to make you happy. They didn't just give me my doctorate degree. I earned that. I had to write all type of reports and study and cry and throw my books and scream and almost pull out my hair and everything else to get that thing. It wasn't free. They just didn't come up to me and say, "Hey, would you like a doctorate degree?" All right, good. I'm going to give you one. No, honey. I had to earn that. Shoot. And I make no apologies for being intelligent now. Come on. Does that mean I know everything? No. You just had it happen to you, Candy. I'm sorry, love. Dang. For a while, even when it comes to my beliefs in Christ and my belief in church and stuff, people like to crucify that. Well, crucify that. You know what I'm saying? Crucify it. Go on. Because when it's all said and done, you gonna know who to come to get your prayer to get through. You gonna ask me to pray for you. How about that? You might dog me because of my beliefs, but you'll sneak and ask me to pray for you. And guess what I'm gonna do? Pray for you. Because prayer don't belong to me. I makes no apologies for believing in Christ. I makes no. Am I perfect? Heck no. Catch me on the right day, baby. I'm still yet overcoming. Yeah. So let me make it out there for people. Say, oh, she thinks she no, I don't. But such as I'm smart enough to know that when I mess up, I need to get it together. I don't act like I don't mess up. I get it together. See how that works? Shoot, honey, I've been there. That's why. Oh, let me scroll back down one moment. I've been there. That's why I pay attention. Right. And sometimes the devil sends you a wolf in sheep's clothing. Remind us. But a whole wolf can only have for so long. What you said. Yeah, I'm sorry it happened to Candy Cane too. Hey, you got one time. Maybe two, but that's it. Jill said you got one time to cross up, maybe two. Yeah, cause see, here's the thing though. Once you cross me, that's it. Now, that's it. Cause I feel like I can't trust you. And to me, trust and loyalty is everything. It is. Trust and loyalty is everything. I shouldn't have to watch what I have to say. If you my partner and you my friend, okay, like King, he was in here. When I talk to King, I don't govern what I got to say. I don't say, okay, I'm mad, but I'm not going to say I'm mad. I'm going to say that I really have a little hostile disagreement that's pondering him. No, King, guess what? I'm pissed. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I don't govern because I shouldn't have to. That's my friend. And he doesn't have to do that with me. He can tell me whatever. And that's how we go. That's how it is with real mamas. That's how it is when it don't bother me. However it is, if we cool, why I got to go or what I got to say? No, I'm going to say what I got to say. Point blank, period. It's just it's crazy. I don't get it. You know, let me see. Let me see. It's the plan in my face for me. Just be a man or a woman about it. What you said. What you said. And here's the thing. Even when people do me wrong, I forgive them. I just don't fool with them no more. I don't. I forgive you because I have to. Not for you, but for me. Because I really don't want anything that I'm looking forward to for God to shut it down because I have unforgiveness. Plus, people are not worth me missing out on what's for me. So I forgive you. But that extra that we used to do, oh no, it's over. You don't get that no more. Because you don't get another chance to stick a knife in me. I'm sorry. Apologize. So you should be able to do without no chaser. That's me, straight up no chaser. I'm serious. And you'd be surprised though, Jill. A lot of people, they don't know how to take it. They do not know how to take it at all. And I'm one. I'll tell you up front. Okay, check this out. I don't like this. I don't like this. And if you do this, it's a wrap. I tell you, I'm territorial. I'm very territorial. I am. And I tell you, I'm territorial. If you my friend, you my friend. I don't care about you being friends with nobody else, but you my friend. You see how that works? So, I am. I don't make no apologies for that either. But people, when you tell them the truth, I don't know why they don't understand. I don't get it. Like, it's like you talking foreign. Like, huh? What you mean? Huh? Didn't I tell you up front I don't like this, this, and this? Ah, but I thought you was playing. Who plays about stuff like that? No, you playing. You know. Let me see. Right. Leave no room for the I didn't know. Right. Right. So yeah. I can't do it. And that's why I say, even, when I do start dating and stuff again, because I don't know if you know, Jill, but I lost my husband last year. And we was almost married 30 years. So I, lost him to COVID last year. And so it's been, it's been one day at a time. I'm getting better. I am learning how to you hear me say learning. I'm learning how to think about him and what the love that we had and the stuff that we did with a smile on my face, instead of feeling like I'm missing something, and everything. And that's been helping to heal. When I look at it like that, it's been helping to heal. So, um, but like I tell people, I'm straight up no chaser. I'm gonna tell you straight up front, and if you can't deal with it, keep on moving, keep on moving, don't stop. Yeah, that way. Flip flopped on me once. That's it. Okay, a floppy disk. Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm like, shoot. But yeah, I wanted to tell y'all that. Just watch your connections, y'all, especially on YouTube. Look, listen. I bring it to a whole bunch of quack, 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 quacks on YouTube. And even when it comes to, oh, that's what I was going to say. Thank you, God. He brought it back. And y'all, please stop going to all these new social media things that they opening up for everybody. Oh my goodness. Everybody didn't start talking about the TikTok and the TikTok and all this and stuff. Look, you do what you want to do. But have you ever stopped to ask God, should you be a part of that? That's what he said. Have you ever stopped and said, God, is this something I need to be a part of? Because there's a spirit that's connected to that. Let me tell you something. Everybody be trying to send me stuff for TikTok. That's one thing. When he told me, don't you go on TikTok, I don't go on TikTok. And my grandson wants me and him to do something for TikTok. I told him, I'll dance with you, but I ain't going on no TikTok. That's how we going to do it. I very seldom go on Instagram. I don't do that either, for real. I had created me a profile, and then when he began to show me, he being God, began to show me some stuff about Instagram, I backed up. And so I very seldom ever go on Instagram. If somebody send me something, I might look at it. I might say, okay, I'll check it out, and I'll be done forget. Because those things have a lot of spirits attached to them, y'all. They really do. And I know y'all don't believe it, but they do. Let me see, honey. I learned my lesson last year about folks on the YouTube. Girl. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm telling you. Be careful. Be careful. I told my people last year that there would be a big time YouTuber get locked up this year. And so far, I have been right. Um, Also, y'all, what y'all want to do, since I got y'all on here, just when you go to the store, go to Dollar General store, whatever, start stocking up on your batteries, lighters, matches. You need a flashlight. You actually need two flashlights for each room in your house, and just put them in your house in each room. Um, I already told y'all about the Listerine. Those of y'all who don't know about that, y'all might have to go back through my videos and find out why I talk about Listerine. The yellow kind, that's the best kind. Um, what else? If you can, remember I told you all, if you could get a generator, go ahead and get you a generator. Make sure it's that you have it. And if you never need this stuff, that's great. Okay, that's great. But something telling me you're going to. Um, Make sure that your insurance is up to date. If you got flood insurance, make sure it's up to date. I don't care if make sure you have act of God or accidental, because the first thing they'll holler, well, that was an act of God, and you're not covered for that. Or if you got act of God, they'll say, well, that's an accidental, not act of God. You're not covered for that. So make sure you got both if you can afford it. Uh, okay. I heard you, Candy. I can't. Not at all other stuff. And just like think about it, y'all. It's the more stuff happens. They're trying to create a world that's virtual and force you to live in the virtual world than in the real world where you can touch and feel and smell. That's why come every chance I get, I am out at the river, I am out driving around, I am in the park, because it's an agenda. It's an agenda. And some people are waking up, then some people are getting deeper and they fall into that way of thinking. They stay virtual, you know. Um, and that's scary. That's scary. Yep. Yep. You're right, Mimi. Yep. Um, those of you all who can, you need to go ahead and take gun lessons. Yeah, get you a certificate and get you something, a pop pop boom, um, to protect your home. Even if you got a husband, still protect him. Help protect him. Um, it's gonna go down like good gas gone up. Let me just go ahead and say that. Another thing is, people are so upset and afraid that we're about to get reparations that they're trying to create all this hysteria. They're trying to create a mass panic, and all this and stuff. Don't fall for the hype. Pray about everything. I keep telling y'all, pray about everything, because we are about to get it. We are. I told y'all that last year. We are. They're still fighting it, but guess what? They're going to have to. And it's because something has already hit. And it's a spiritual thing. And it's in the spiritual atmosphere. And it's going to manifest. Okay? So they're going to have to. You just want to make sure all your stuff is in order. And whatever you get, if it's different amounts for different people, let me tell y'all something. Stop running your mouth to y'all so-called friends about what y'all got. Okay? That's even when you get a raise on your job. Everybody's not for you. Everybody's not for you. And you be so happy to tell different people, yeah, they gave me a raise on my job. And yeah, and they're like, for real. And they sitting back at that secret hate up under their tonsils in their throat. In their throat. They got the secret hate. And yeah, they'll try to set you up. See, we are moving into more Gramminess. The world is becoming more Grammy. People will really begin to show you who they are. They're gonna really, really show you who they are. And so it's best to protect yourself now, so that when this transpires, it won't hurt so much. Because it's gonna hurt. Because the people that's gonna come from, you didn't never think they would do it to you. Some of us has already experienced that, so we already know, like, oh, okay. But some people haven't. And that good girlfriend or that sister and all this and stuff gonna reveal to you how they really feel about you, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Keep people out of your business. What you said. So yeah, shows you a threat that we are to them, right? They already trying to come up with a lie to make black people scared so you can go out there and vote the way that they want you to vote. Whoever you vote for is your business. If you don't vote, still your business. But I would still pray. I'm telling y'all, something's going on, but they not releasing. When they show you who they are, believe them. That's right. And let me tell y'all something. It's some people and it's some content creators that's on the tube of the U that are habitual liars. Be careful. I have sat back and I've heard, I've listened, and I'm like, that's not what was said. Ooh, that water's good. Y'all better be careful. Some of these people gonna get y'all hemmed up. And when has it ever, because I have a difference of opinion, being that I'm a trader, not me personally, I'm just saying, you know how, let's just say, okay, I'm talking to y'all now and I say, I can't stand a Ford car, man. To me, Ford is fix on, repair daily. I can't stand a Ford car. The best cars out there are Lincolns. And somebody else may say, well, I don't think Lincoln's is the best car. I think Toyota's is. Okay, why me and you got to fall out because you think Toyota's better than a Lincoln? That's your opinion. So whenever you get to a point, you can't have an opinion. Yeah, okay. Let me blow my nose. My allergies is draining. Thank you, Lord. Ain't nothing like talking and you all thick in the nose and your throat. Okay. For entertainment purposes only. I was making a point, Candy. Yes. But I'm just saying, people give you, it's like, huh? If I say, man, strawberries is the best berries out there, boo. And somebody else say, nah, raspberries is. I'm like, well, I like strawberry. Well, honey, raspberry is the truth. I'm like, oh, okay, well, we just going to agree to disagree. Now you mad because I like strawberries. And I didn't agree with you that raspberry was the best. What kind of, I don't, I can't do it. I I can't. I be trying, but I can't. I ain't set up that way. I I can't. I I just can't. I'm trying because I'm like, okay, Coco, and I accept everybody where they are. Trust me, I do, and I realize that we are now on the same level. I get that. I understand that. But when you in third grade and I done graduated twice and you in third grade, why you gonna argue with me about geometry and you ain't even learned what G is first for the geometry? How you gonna stay in your grade? I stay in mine, and we can coexist. You can't come to my grade and you ain't even finished school yet, and I done graduated twice. What kind of mess? Right. Well, we not friends no more. You like don't throw me away because I like strawberries, girl. I'm just saying, it be like something's really wrong with you mentally. What's the problem? Okay, and I said I wasn't gonna get on this because I don't do beefing, but I have to give my opinion. And y'all know opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one, so I might as well give y'all my 2 cents. We already at 104. Give me 3 more minutes. This misunderstood situation, I can't stomach it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to watch it. It's like, why is this getting so much attention? I don't get it. I don't get it. And what I'm saying to y'all, this is what I've said to her. You need to get off YouTube. If you're in where you have an addiction, YouTube don't help. Get off YouTube, shut it down, get you some help. She told me YouTube helps her. Now, I beg to differ. Okay, I beg to differ. However, okay, to me, I think it's the attention that YouTube is getting, that YouTube is giving her. Because right now, the job, and y'all pray for me because I ain't understand this. Now I'm gonna really get into it. I said, now, Lord, and them, how is it she already got her certificate for 250,000 either hours or subscribers or something? She showed it on her thing. And I barely got 550. And that's why I keep saying, you know how people say they want positive stuff? No, they don't. No, they don't. No, that's just like on TV. Honey, mess sales. Mess sales. You know, it'd be different if positive content had the same playing field. But people don't want no positive stuff. Not for real. Not everybody. Because I don't know everybody. But for the most part, people like the mess. They don't want no positive content. They don't. To them, it's boring. They want to tell me who you sleeping with, who got caught with who, let's cuss each other out and blah 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 blah. Okay, that's fine, but everything has its place. There's more to YouTube than just that. You know, but yeah, when I saw that, I was like, you got to be kidding me. She got what? All because of mess and because she be high? Really? And I mean, I ain't hating on her. Hey, she did what she had to do. She got it. But it just makes me think the quality of people who subscribe to stuff like that and stuff like that only. She didn't have to wait no time to get people to come and join her. And sometimes that's a slap in my face. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I know me and real mamas have talked about that. That's just, when you trying to give good content, you trying to inform the people, you trying to, make America great again. Come on. And people, I mean, it's only a click. You act like, people act like they got to pay you to do it. But it just trips me out, y'all. But if that's what it means, maybe God feel like this is all I can handle right now. And that's okay. That's fine. Because I'm going to be me. I'm not going to create nothing to get all these numbers. I ain't going to buy subbies. I ain't doing none of that. I want my stuff authentic. When it's my turn, it's my turn. That's just how I look at it. But sometimes when you see stuff like that, it just makes you be like, really? Like, why? Girl, that's why they in the beefy sector. Right. Sounds good when they say it, but actions should. Come on, real mamas. Let me see, I said my pace. Turn and left it there. Can't make grown folks do nothing they don't. Yeah, you're right about that. And then I get tired of. Okay, so I saw something yesterday, and then no, maybe I shouldn't say this. Yes, I should. Um, I saw something yesterday. I had to leave. I had to leave because I know me, and my responses begin to become more and more active in these people's chats. I'm like, I just shut the whole thing down. I'm like, I gotta go because sometimes we can ask some of the stupidest questions I ever seen in my life. It's like I was sitting back and I was watching these questions, and I got offended. I got offended because I'm like, what the heck does that have to do with anything? That's so dumb. I'm like, where does these people come from? I mean, do you live under a rock? Are you sheltered? And then I realized this is some people's only life that they have is the tube of the U, which is sad. So I said, you know what? Shut up, shut your stuff down, and go on. And that's exactly what I did. Cause it's just some stuff was bothering me in my shana, and I couldn't take it. I was like, uh, for her own addiction and allowing others to do. Yeah, because it's a mess. Because here, let me, and I know, let me just put this to rest. I used to be an addict. I wasn't a drug addict. I was a sex addict. It's already been out there. It's in my book. It's no shame. I used to be a sex addict, and that's because I was molested and raped for years. And that opened me up to that. Honey, it didn't get no better than what I was doing, trust me. So I understand being an addict. Okay? So when I was talking to her, I wasn't only talking to her from an ex addict, but I was talking to her because I am a therapist too now. So I'm trying to help you. You say you won't help. So I'm trying to help you to get to the next level where you can have these conversations, where you can be, all you can be, and everything. So some people really don't want help. They just want an excuse to talk about it. That's it. It's like, I know I'm screwed up. I know I'm messed up. Let me be messed up and let me talk about being messed up. Okay. Okay. So yeah, everybody ain't gonna sit back and tell you the truth like me. I don't have nothing to lose. Honey, if God knew it was too, well, that's one person too many. I don't have nothing to lose. I was very much a sex addict. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, honey, who? And one day we're going to get into that because I really want to talk to you all about addictions. I really do. But I'm trying to let that mess with her die down because no. Uh-uh. That mess won't get the help she needs being right. And you know what, real mama sis, I don't think she want none. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she loves the attention. Wanting attention can be an addiction too. You can be addicted to attention. Have you ever seen them parents who make their kids sick? I forgot what the name of it is. They make their kids sick so that they can get that attention. Yeah. Some people are professional victims. Girl, you better say that. You better say that. Damsel in distress. Yeah, she can't. But that's more to the point and showing y'all she's addicted. She cannot stay off of YouTube. I have not. I mean, if you click on it 2 in the morning, she's on YouTube. If you wait and click on it 8 in the morning, she's on YouTube. If you click on right now, she's probably on YouTube. I'm just like, girl. I mean, do you ever take a break? Do you ever get to a point to where you can shut this thing down and be like, no, not today? It's crazy. Right. And you know what? You know what, Jill? That's another reason why um my kids are grown. My baby's 19. But when I wrote my first book, they read the book. My grown kids, they read the book and they were shocked. They never knew that all this stuff was going on when they was kids. They never knew because I never put my kids in it. It's like I had two lives. you know, in front of them. I was the upstanding mother, made sure that they had the best of the best, cooked, cleaned, went to PTA meetings, volunteered at the school, supported them, helped them with homework, had a 9 to 5. I was the upstanding mother. And then when that nighttime hit and I put them to bed and I had situations due, I became something else. So yeah, so when they read that book, they was like, they was so shocked. But you know what they told me that made them respect me even more? Because they was like, Mama went through all that and we had no clue. Our life was normal. We had no clue. They was like, this is wow. Now my two of my oldest kids remember waking up one night looking for me and I wasn't there, but they knew enough not to go outside and open the door and all this and stuff. They just went back to sleep. They remember that. So yeah, right. And it's weird to me. It's just thank you, Mimi. It's just, Y'all, it's so much. It is just so much. It's like I've been through enough, honey, in my lifetime. I could tell you some stuff about everything here. I can tell you some stuff. That's what makes me who I am today. Somebody asked me, do I regret it? No, because how do you regret what you used to be, but it helped you turn into what you are today? Regretting that means I wouldn't be here today like I am. No, I like my battle scars. Thank you for every scar. Thank you for every trauma. Everything that I went through, because it let me know God's real, and that's why I could sit up here and tell you He's real to me. I know a lot of people don't know Him like it; they know Him on the surface level from a book. I know Him to be real. Anytime you go through all the stuff that I went through, and you never lose your mind, that's God. That's all I can say about that. So that's why I keep telling everybody now. I can't think I'm perfect, honey. I done did too much dirt. I done been into too much stuff, honey. Who? If God was to mark iniquity right now and say, you know what, I ain't gonna forgive you for nothing you did, hey, I'd be a lost cause for real. But because I understand, and I understand the assignment, and I understand that when you chosen, the enemy does everything he can to try to claim your life, and he ain't have no response. He can't claim it because I don't belong to him. I don't belong to him. And as long as I got breath in my body, I told God, whatever He delivered me from, I would not be scared or whatever to tell people. For what? I'm delivered from that. I'm over it. You may not be, but I am. So it is what it is. You know? So, and then His reward to me, He gave me a wonderful husband. A wonderful husband. What kind of I keep telling you, I sit back and I think about stuff like that. Like all the stuff that I've been through, all the molestation, the incest, the rapes, the abuse, me stabbing people and fights and all this and stuff, for me to end up with a man who loved me to the woman I am now. He loved me from that woman to the woman I am now. Really? Wow. So, yeah. See, come on. Make me say, child, we know it. So yeah, y'all. But right now, shoot, I hope my husband ain't looking. God rest his soul, cause this house is towed up, y'all. Let me let you know a secret. My house is towed up because my kids is coming over here Saturday. We rearranging rooms. Uh, my TV, my husband bought me as a gift, as a Christmas gift. It's a 75-inch. Honey, it takes 3 people to move his TV. So I can't move the TV. My furniture that I got needs to be assembled. Some parts need to be assembled. Well, it can't be assembled yet because it takes more than one or 2 people to assemble it. It's just weird. So right now everything is just like tore up because I got stuff where I wanted to go. I got stuff pulled out to be thrown away. It's just crazy. And it's driving me bonkers because, clutter is not me. I can't stand it. But ain't nothing I can do about it at this point. So, but anyway, y'all, tomorrow I'm introducing y'all to a credit card. Even if you have been denied before, this particular credit card helps, excuse me, y'all, I'm belching. Oh, I'm sorry. Helps build your credit. And it's also something you can use to get back in credit good graces, okay? And then next week we're having a realtor come on, and if you own your own house, she's going to show you how to get the most out of your money. If you're trying to sell it or if you're trying to buy a house, she's going to tell you what you need to be doing now. I'm saying prophetically, do not buy a house until next year, 2023. Trust me, we're going to see a hit in houses again, and because right now it's the seller's market. Okay, next year it's going to be the buyer's market because we're going to have a crisis. Okay, so you'll be able to get like a 4-bedroom, 3 full baths, probably a half an acre and all that. To where right now there's 500,000, it might go down to 120,000. So that's what I'm saying. If you could hold on until after the first of the year, 2023, next year, it'll be worth it to buy a house then. So what we need to do now is just be working on what we need to take care of so that we can go ahead and buy one next year, those that want to buy one. Okay. And the reason why I'm advocating for those that want to buy a house is you need your own garden. You heard what I'm saying? Tomatoes, pineapple, watermelon, cucumbers, whatever you can grow. Whatever you can grow. You're gonna need that. Let me see. What time you normally come on? I think it's tomorrow, and it's a reminder after, but babe, Jill, it's a reminder after. I think it's at 6. I think it's still at 6 because I always give real mamas time to get home and everything because she works. Uh, so yeah, I think it's at 6. So yeah, we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you how the credit card tomorrow. It's simple. It's easy. I was gonna do just where people had to pay me for that information, but y'all know me. My heart's tender. I love helping my people. So when is the credit guy coming back? We're trying to work it out now because he's been doing overtime if where he works at. I almost told where he works at. He's been doing overtime where he works at, and he's been doing something else. So he just talked to me today, and we're trying to work out a date. So it might be the 1st of July. It might be the 1st of July. I also have Marquise coming on. Y'all have never met Marquise. Marquise is a web designer, um, and he do other stuff. So Marquise is gonna come on. Now I'm gonna have him tell y'all a little bit about him. He's amazing. I mean, amazing. And he's a single father raising his own son. Check that out. Okay, been raising him since he was a baby. That's a whole nother story though. Um, so he's gonna come on too. He's gonna come on, I believe, next Saturday. Next Saturday for about an hour. Because I didn't want to interfere with his money. So yeah. And thank you for asking, Jill. Yeah. Okay, then you get his email, Real Mamas? Because I can give you his email. Matter of fact, the credit card thing that I'm doing tomorrow, he's the one that gave it to me. He said, here, check this out, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, ah. He's like, uh-huh. I'm like, okay, I'm going to share it with my people. He said, okay. So yeah, he gave it to me, so I know it's legit. You know how he works. Okay. Thank you so much, love. Yes. Yes. And if you have anything that you want me to talk about, I think is Mimi still in here where she can drop my email. If not, my email is on my information page. Just send me an email. We'll talk about it. It ain't just my show, it's everybody's show. We just butterflies over here, honey. We're beautiful and we're not held down. Green shotgun. Okay. I can get that for you. It's no problem, honey. And I can tell him that you'll be emailing him, and I'll listen, y'all can talk. And thank you guys again, those of you all who have ordered my latest book. I appreciate you. Thank you, King. You know why. So I appreciate you. But yes, y'all. You all don't see NC girl, so y'all keep her in prayer because remember, I think she still had chemo to do. I think her radiation was finished, but she had chemo to do. One Tiara, uh, what is that lady's name with the M? My goodness. Uh, and Aaliyah, just anybody you don't see, keep them in your prayer, but especially NC Girl, because I know she still has a little bit more to go on her cancer walk out, but we believing that she's going to beat cancer. So, hey, we already been praying. We thanking God that she's going to beat cancer, okay? So you all have a blessed one. And remember, if nobody told you you're beautiful and that you're smart and intelligent, you are. If nobody told you they love you, I do. Oh, thank you, Mimi. I appreciate you guys. You all have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow. Smooches. Let me take you on a journey filled with joy, love, romance, anger, sadness, and thankfulness. Walk with us through our trials and tribulations. Feel our heartbreak, our pain, and I pray the path we took helps to guide you on the journey you're about to take. The chorus daughter, he said he would never leave me. Available at Amazon.